Hey, everyone! Welcome back to the QQQ vs QLD channel. It's the evening of September 13th, 2024. Let's dive into our monthly update and see how our challenge is shaping up. In August and September, QQQ experienced significant fluctuations. After hitting a low of $423 on August 5th, QQQ rebounded to $484 on August 21st. Then, QQQ dropped to $448 on September 6th before recovering to the current price of $475 on September 13th. Despite the significant fluctuations, QQQ is still above the green line, which is the SMA 200 line. You can see this golden cross from March 13, 2023, when the purple SMA 50 line moved above the green SMA 200 line. A golden cross indicates a potential upward trend, and you can see this rising market since the golden cross occurred. QQQ has dipped near the green SMA 200 line several times since the golden cross. Here in October 2023, then rebounded above the SMA 200 line. And again, in April 2024. QQQ even touched the SMA 200 line in August 2024 before rebounding. When doing technical analysis for both QQQ and TQQQ, it's important to use the QQQ chart rather than the TQQQ chart. For this reason, both QQQ and TQQQ are still in an upward trend. Of course, this trend won't last forever. You can see the death cross from March 1, 2022, when the purple SMA 50 line moved below the green SMA 200 line. For the following 11 months, QQQ remained below the SMA 200 line until it moved above the SMA 200 line on January 27, 2023. In the future, we will eventually see another death cross when the purple SMA 50 line moves below the green SMA 200 line. However, I don't expect this to happen in 2024. The volatility in QQQ since July 2024 can be attributed to several factors. 1. Economic data releases. Key economic indicators, such as inflation rates, employment data, and GDP growth, impacted market sentiment and caused fluctuations in stock prices. 2. Federal Reserve policies. Changes in interest rates or signals about future monetary policy from the Federal Reserve caused market volatility. Investors reacted strongly to any hints about tightening or loosening monetary policy. 3. Earnings reports. The performance of major tech companies, which are heavily represented in QQQ, caused significant movements. Positive or negative earnings surprises led to sharp price changes. 4. Geopolitical events. Global events, such as trade tensions, conflicts, or political instability, created uncertainty and led to market volatility. 5. Market sentiment. General investor sentiment, driven by news, analyst reports, and market trends, contributed to the ups and downs. Let's look at this article titled, "Is QQQ a Millionaire Maker?" The article from The Motley Fool discusses whether QQQ can help investors become millionaires. Here are the key points. Exposure to top tech firms. QQQ tracks the Nasdaq 100 index, which includes 100 of the largest non-financial companies on the Nasdaq Stock Exchange. About 51% of its holdings are in the information technology sector. Strong performance. QQQ has delivered impressive returns over the past 5 years, outperforming the S&P 500. Low expense ratio. With an expense ratio of just 0.2%, QQQ is relatively inexpensive compared to other tech-focused ETFs. Key holdings. The Magnificent Seven stocks, which include major tech companies, make up 42% of the portfolio. Long-term potential. The article emphasizes the importance of patience and long-term investment to potentially reach $1 million portfolio. Overall, QQQ is highlighted as a strong option for investors looking to capitalize on tech-driven growth trends without having to pick individual stocks. Under the heading, "On the Way to $1 Million, it says, had you invested $91,000 in QQQ at its inception in 1999, you'd have $1 million portfolio balance today. Since our QQQ vs QLD challenge invests much more over the next 30 years, we could potentially have an even higher investment from QQQ and QLD. Today, QQQ is priced around $475. Currently, QQQ is 16% higher than its 2021 peak of $408. QLD is priced around $95. QLD is up 1% from its 2021 peak of $94. TQQQ is priced around $67. TQQQ, however, is still 26% below its 2021 peak of $91 but is catching up. Now, let's dive into the details of our September investments. We're sticking to our plan and continuing with our $500 monthly investments in both QQQ and QLD. Starting with QQQ, we've invested a total of $2,500 so far. The current total return is 2%, with an approximate gain of $50. Our average cost per share is around $466. On August 28, I bought 1.05 shares at $472 each. Now, moving on to QLD, we've also invested $2,500. The current total return is about 2%, with an approximate gain of $40. Our average cost per share for QLD is about $94. Following the same schedule, on August 28, right after buying QQQ, I picked up 5.3 shares at $95 each. Since May 2024, we've been investing $500 monthly in each ETF. Our long-term goal is to invest $180,000 into each over 30-plus years, potentially growing that $360,000 into several $1 million. As we continue with the QQQ versus QLD challenge, remember the key principles. Consistent monthly investment. Invest $500 in both QQQ and QLD each month for 30-plus years. Dollar cost averaging, DCA. Stick with our plan of investing $500 each month, focusing on consistency. No margin trading. Keep it safe by using only our own money. Just a quick reminder, this is all for fun and educational purposes. I'm not a financial advisor, so make sure your investment strategy aligns with your personal financial goals. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any updates. Thanks for being part of this adventure. Catch you next time.